Welcome to Nutrition 805 midterm. We are going to discuss Module 3 about obesity or high BMI, which causes infertility in men. So let's talk a little bit about how. So if we're talking about the sex hormones, in this diagram, it gives an overview of the hormones that are involved in male sex organs. So it involves the endocrine system mostly. The hypothalamus and the pituitary glands release these hormones. GnRH, which is also the gonadotropin releasing hormone, FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone, and LH, which is luteinizing hormone. And they inform the gonads to release testosterone or estrogen.
Yeah, and if we reflect on the GnRH, that stimulates the LH and FSH, and then these work across the hypothalamic pituitary gonad axis, and that's HPG axis, which controls secretion of testosterone. Ashley.
So with the aromatase pathway, you can see that the aromatase is released from adipose tissue, causing androgens to be converted to estrogen, increasing the overall amount of estrogen levels. Increased estrogen levels decrease FSH and LH hormones responsible for spermatogenesis and testosterone synthesis. The hormone levels are also directly related by the HPG axis, which controls the secretion of testosterone, affecting the gonadotropin releasing hormone, which is the stimulant for LH and FSH.
So in this diagram, what we just want to note whenever we're looking at it, all the dashed lines, dotted lines do represent inhibition.
Yeah, so the secretion of testosterone is mainly controlled by the hypothalamic pituitary gonad axis, or the HPG axis, which also involves the releasing of gonadotropin releasing hormone to stimulate both FSH and the LH hormone.
Part of what occurs in this cascade are also higher levels of estradiol, not depicted here, but this can suppress the HPG axis, which may negatively regulate LH and FSH levels through a feedback loop, which is what we constantly kind of seem to be discussing here, and further reduce the production of testosterone. In the testes, which is where this kind of cascades to in terms of like the gonads and gametes, right? Follicle stimulating hormone stimulates spermatogenesis by acting on Sertoli cells, and LH stimulates testosterone synthesis by acting on the Leydig cells.
So in overview, just high amounts of adipose tissue increase aromatase enzyme, which increased activity leads to androgens conversion to estrogen, which decreases testosterone levels. Aromatase increases fat accumulation, creating a cycle, and increased estrogen inhibits spermatogenesis through decreased FSH and LH. And on top of, in addition to the thermal changes, because of the high adipose tissue falling on top of the testicles, it increases temperature, causing degradation of the sperm cells, leading to a result of decreased sperm motility and DNA fragmentation of sperm, overall decreasing fertility in men.
Boom sauce, we're done. That was the quickest one.
Yeah,